this is a ghost block. It's a block that looks real, but isn't actually there. Now, it may not look like much, but you can actually use this glitch to make some of the most unexpected traps in the entire game. And I'm going to use those traps to get revenge on all of my enemies on the ranked SMP. And it's my thing to use glitches to kill people. So here are 3 ridiculously OP traps that I've made using ghost blocks. If you push a block using a rail, but at the same time break the rail with a different block, then the game gets confused and creates a ghost block. This ghost block looks real, but isn't actually there, and we can use this to make 3 insane traps. Now, ghost blocks have 3 properties, and we can make a trap out of each one. The first property is that ghost blocks can interact with normal blocks, but a reminder, they're not real, so any interaction is just visual. Trap number 1 uses this to make an invisible wall, catching my enemies completely off guard. And the second trap is even better, because ghost blocks can be right-click to change them back to what they originally were. Using this property, you can see what the blocks around you are actually supposed to be, while everyone else sees something completely different, confusing my enemies for a completely unexpected trap. And the last trap is by far the most complex and biggest thing that I've ever built. If a ghost block gets updated in any way, it reverts back to what it originally was. And I'm gonna use this to make one of the most broken traps in the entire game. I'll explain how this works later, but that's what I'm gonna use on the best player. Alright, so the first trap uses ghost slime blocks to abuse property number 1. You see, if you pull away a row of normal blocks with this special slime block, it looks like the blocks disappeared, but they're actually not gone. They're just invisible. You see, the slime block is actually a ghost block I generated, and because it's not a real block, the stone technically never got moved. And if you position the block as if you were building a classic head hitter trap, you can make a fully invisible trap. And all you have to do to survive the trap is just jump at the right time, shown by this waypoint right here. But for anyone else, they'll get stuck on the ghost blocks and fall right down. My plan is to use this trap on Flanke. You see, in his latest video, in an attempt to kill Sharpness, Flanke exposed my trap to the entire world and leaked the design to anyone who was watching. This was the trap that I planned to use on Ramsey, and I didn't want anyone seeing the trap before I got the chance to use it on him. Now, am I really worried about somebody taking my trap? Not really. It's more about the principle. He stalked me for like 30 minutes invisible just to make sure Sharpness didn't fall for my trap. And he didn't even end up trapping Sharpness anyways, so that's why I decided to use the trap on him. Now, the first thing I did was get this guy named Zeno online. I mean, you might be wondering, why would I get this guy on if I wanted to trap Flanke? Well, I wanted to make sure that the trap would actually work, as I'd never tested it on the server nor on anyone else. So I set up the trap while he wasn't looking and jumped him so he would chase me. Now look, I know it's not the most creative, but he did the same exact thing to me, so I mean, I don't really care. Oh, is he even here?
Shoot.
Oh, so, okay.
Where's my wind charges?
Whew, okay.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. Bro! But just because I fell into the trap doesn't mean that it failed.
No,
no way! No. That's crazy. Wait, no. Oh my gosh, I can still make it. No, you're not surviving.
Where did I throw this? Oh shoot, I'm dead.
You're dead to my fist. Oh my gosh, bro. And now it was time to trap Flanke. I didn't have any time to re-practice the jump, but he was online, so I just kind of had to take the opportunity. But I think I'll be fine. Now, Flanke was not somebody who would fall for a bait as trivial as jumping somebody, especially because I told him to meet at a specific spot at spawn, so I would have to craft a more devious lie. I told him that I needed help trapping Ramsey with the same type of trap that he found in his last video. There's still a chance that he'll be suspicious, but hopefully this works. He's not looking. Okay, it's time. Let me set this up. Yo, what's up, Blank?
Yo,
how's it going? Alright, so, here's what's going on, okay? So, he just logged off, but, you know Ramsey, right?
I do.
He is my biggest op on this server, okay? He has done things that I can't even say out loud to me. I need your help to be underground and pull a trap while I'm baiting him, okay?
Oh, you want me on the pole?
Yes. Okay, so, you know that trap that you found in my last video?
Yes. So that was your trap.
It was. Okay, so I need you. Alright, come with me. Ramsey. But,
Bruh.
oh my gosh, there's no way this happened again. Oh my gosh, bro. Now, Flank has a brain, so, he didn't fall in the trap. Good lord.
What is happening?
Wow. Wow, that was embarrassing. Oh my god. No, bro. I hate you. The jump wasn't even that hard. I just forgot to update the block before I went for it. Additionally, after some inspection, Flank could actually see the blocks. Reason being, he was 65 blocks away when the ghost blocks were generated. Guess how close you have to be? 64.
Bruh.
Now you might think it's time for me to accept my losses and move on to trap somebody else, but that is not what I'm gonna do. Immediately after I logged off that day, I started scheming on how I could get Flank back with a different trap, and I managed to come up with a plan that may or may not use his own teammates to help me trap him. But for this, we're gonna have to move on to the second trap. Okay, imagine you're chasing somebody and suddenly they walk straight through a wall to get away from you. That should definitely be impossible. So curious, you go check it out, only to fall straight to the floor and into a trap. You see, the wall was actually ghost blocks and the ground nearby was a trap. The ghost block generators get activated while I'm getting chased using a wind charge and a secret button. So that way nobody will ever be out of range like last time. And how can I walk through the wall? Well, that's because of property 2 of ghost blocks. When you right click them, they update. So you can revert them back to air while your enemy still sees stone. And it also gives you a perfect view as to when you should pull the trap. So with this plan set in stone, I built this trap on ranked, but I didn't want to mess up again trying to kill Flank, so I decided to get some advice from the only other trapper on ranked, Nanor. Now he just so happens to be Flank's teammate, and I thought it would be pretty funny if I tricked Flank's only teammate into giving me advice on how to trap him. So I got Nanor on to show him the trap. Oh, what's up, Nanor? What's going on, bro? This is a trap, right? And I want your opinions on like whether or not it's going to work. If you do fall for it, I'll just like let you out, okay? All right, and then I start going up this hill, okay? So we're fighting, whatever. Then we get behind like the stage. And then I just do this.
Maybe, but then if you go into the wall, and then it's like an arrow count. Do I chase? Oh, I hear something.
You hear something?
Am I supposed to chase? Is that what you think?
Man, bro, how did you know?
You should add like the walls. Like,
A wall? Oh, it's actually a good idea. Despite my failure, Nanor suggested that I add walls to the side of my trap. That way it could be almost like an impromptu knockback trap. It was a pretty good idea, so I decided to add it to hopefully help me trap Flank. Except my biggest issue wasn't the trap itself, but it was rather Flank following me. Flank would probably know that I was trying to trap him because I had done it beforehand. So I needed a place that I could easily bring him to without him moving too much. And the next day when I logged on, that place kind of showed itself to me. Okay. Only Xeno is on. I don't really care. I've already trapped him. What is this, bro? Is this blank? Alright, I'm not gonna lie. This immediately just gave me an idea. Yeah, I immediately started building the trap right outside of Flank's door. I mean, come on. So I think the perch plate's gonna be like right here. And then... yeah, I mean... Okay, perfect. But as I was building, the worst possible thing happened. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Is he even like... I decided to continue building my trap, hoping he wouldn't find me. I mean, I'm done. Now, I logged off that day hoping he wouldn't find the trap. He was online, but I didn't want to act too suspicious, so I just never joined. So anyways, later that day, I logged back on. I was checking the trap to make sure nothing went wrong when I saw this. What the hell is this? Is this part of my trap? What? I don't place repeaters this closely. This is definitely somebody else's. Wait, is this planks? What is this? What would this even do? How's that? Wait. Wait. Oh my gosh, he thinks he's smart, bro. What the heck is this? Into the... So what I'm guessing he's gonna do is he's gonna like reveal himself. Flanke had built an escape route, so that while he was falling down my trap, he could escape and backstab me in my own crit out. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh, there's no way. Okay. So, in that case... Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. How do I disable this, bro? How do I disable this? Yeah, I got the heck out of there, bro. I was not taking any chances. I logged off for the night this time, and logged on early the next morning, so Flanke wouldn't be able to log on before me. I pretty quickly realized how I was gonna deal with Flanke's escape route, so let me explain the plan. You know that when you right-click a ghost block, it disappears. But what happens if you left-click it? Well, nothing happens. Like, literally, you just can't break the block. So my plan was to turn the wall that he was supposed to break into ghost blocks, therefore making it unbreakable. And while he was confused, trying to break the blocks, a trap would be pulled beneath him. Okay, so it looks like Flanke finished up his whole, like, scheme here. Basically, there's this lever, and that's gonna deactivate these pistons here, which will let him out. Okay, now to get to trapping. Okay, so I'm thinking we just do a simple fence gate trap for this part. Okay, yeah, so just like that. And then these pistons should make it so that everything gets pushed away. Perfect. Okay, and then this is the ghost block generator I'm gonna use. This will generate both blocks for me at once. Alright. Dude, I really hope this works. The next day, I sat around Flanke's base for a while, waiting for him to show up. Now, he did a few times, but he was like getting jumped or something. I don't really know what was going on. I just waited there until he was done with whatever he was doing. Until finally, he showed up. Okay, I think he's going to his house. Oh my gosh, I'm praying this works. He's right there. Yo, what's up, Flanke?
Yo. Yeah, but like, there's a old trap from Cool Dog, like from the start of the server, he was telling me. But it's not active, so.
Yeah, do you want to see something cool, bro?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, check it out. I've shown this to almost everybody on the server, and nobody knows how I do this, okay? So you know how, like,
sure.
I'm like a ghost, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, check this out.
Oh my god.
Look at that.
How did you do that, bro?
I'm a ghost, bro.
Dude!
Yes! Oh my gosh, finally! Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Finally, I tried this idiot. I'm 3 steps ahead, Flanke! I'm 3 steps ahead! Oh my gosh! Yes! Yes! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! You thought you were 2 steps ahead! I'm 3 steps ahead, Flanke! Yeah! Let's go! No! Yes! Oh my gosh! Yes! Oh my...
My god.
Yes, bro. You want your stuff?
You know what? Yeah, okay. Well played, bro. Well played. I can't even hate. I can't even hate.
Do you know why you couldn't mine the blocks to backstab me?
Are they ghost blocks?
They were ghost blocks.
Deadly ghost blocks? That was insane. That was insane.
With Flanke dealt with, I moved on to trap Ramsey and Midnight, but this was certainly not the last that I would see of Flanke. And now, on to trap my 2 remaining enemies. The keen-eyed viewer might have realized that I have 2 targets but only 1 trap left. Well, I'm not worried about that because I have 2 versions of the last trap. One that's a bit smaller that I'm going to use on Ramsey, and one that is absolutely massive that I'm going to use on Midnight. So let me explain to you how the trap works. These blocks are not as they seem, because when you walk over this area, the blocks below you instantly disappear and you fall into a trap. You see, by replacing signs and carpets with ghost blocks, whenever you break all the carpets at once, the ghost blocks break too, meaning you can create an area of any size that opens instantly into a trap. These are the 2 versions of the trap, the 6x6 ghost block, which I'm going to use on Ramsey, and this 10x10, which uses the ghost slime blocks from earlier to create infinitely generating lines of ghost blocks. blocks. Shout out to the goat sprucwood for coming up with this. And I'm gonna use this on Midnight. Now, Ramsey and Midnight have a history of unfairly killing me. Ramsey killed me when I first joined. He then 2v1'd me with like a million dogs, and later hit me into my own trap with a knockback sword he said he carries at all times for that exact reason. Bruh. On the other hand, Midnight has maced me many times, and it might be mainly because I pick a fight with him, but I mean, come on. My plan is to make sure everything works with Ramsey, and then use the 10x10 on Midnight. Because it's so big, what I can do is run over it and cobweb myself to stop him from macing me, then throw a wind charge to activate the trap. I got Ramsey on and called him to spawn. I plan to use a 6x6 on Ramsey to make sure everything goes right, and then try to trap Midnight. This was also the trap that Flanke found. Anyways, let's see how it went.
Cheat goes.
Yo, what's up, Ramsey? You remember a while ago when you hit me in my own trap, bro? It's kind of an ore loss.
Yes, and then I got ranked 2 because of that. Okay.
Yeah, so it's...
Hey, I love free gear.
No, okay, bro. Is that knockback? Did you bring back the knockback sword? No way.
You never know, bro. You might need to knock someone back. Into
a trap? Oh my gosh, bro. Nah. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh, you're using the knockback sword full time, bro. I see how it is.
And I can tell that you're dead.
No! Yes! Oh my gosh! I had successfully trapped Ramsey. Crazy! Yo!
So good.
But I couldn't shake the feeling that something was off.
Wow.
What goes around comes around, Ramsey. Yo, knockback sword that, bro! Oh my gosh! What? No! 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 Flanke! This can't end like this! It can't end like this!
Get over here, Mike!
No! 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 Can't end like this! Come here, Flanke. I know you're low! I know you're low! No! Oh my gosh, my heart's racing. No! Oh no! I'm actually speechless. Oh my gosh. Okay, no, I'm trapping Flanke. I don't care about Midnight anymore. Yeah, okay, so after I trapped Flanke, I mentioned to him that I would still need to trap Ramsey for my video. He must have taken that information and stalked me invisible. Then, realizing that I was about to kill Ramsey, put the dots together and figured out that I was going to use the trap that he found beforehand. He then hid in my backup ladders that didn't work anymore and jumped me while I was least expecting it. And what I said afterwards was serious. I did still want to kill Midnight, but what Flanke did to me was personal. I immediately began scheming on how I was going to kill Flanke for the final time. Now, of course, I was going to use the 10x10, but my problem was getting Flanke there. It would basically be impossible. Flanke now knows for a fact that I'm trying to kill or trap him, and there's not really any way for me to get around the suspicion, unless I'm not the one getting around it. You see, this is the swap armor bait. You switch out your armor with somebody else's and go invisible, so you now look like a different player. Except, this is ridiculously obvious. For one, Flanke has definitely already seen somebody do this, and if he presses tab, sees me and like one other person on, I think he knows who the invisible guy is. And also, there's just so many other problems. Why would an invis guy just jump him to begin with? And I mean, you can't chat or talk at all. It just makes zero sense, which is why I need it to make sense. This is Ramsey, the guy I trapped not too long ago. He lost his rank 14 in that fight, and he probably isn't very happy about it, which is why I'm gonna pretend to be him. To solve problem 1, I asked him to get on during an upcoming big session, so he could show up on tab along with many other players. It makes sense for me to jump him because Ramsey would want his rank back. And lastly, the most important problem with all of this is talking. But how am I gonna talk? Well, before this session, I asked Ramsey for some voice lines for my intro. I slotted those voice lines into a soundboard so I can play them out of my mic.
What's up, Flanke?
That's perfect. I plan to say these voice lines out of my mic while I was baiting Flank, which would hopefully ruin any suspicion in his mind that I was Sheet Ghost. I logged into the server and prepared my trap. Flank had actually already gotten jumped by an invisible player not too long ago, and he didn't sound very happy, so I was confident this bait would work. I also made sure to get rid of my cape on my skin, as not everyone has the cape I wear, and I want to make like 1000% sure that there's no way of him telling it's me. Is that him right there? Oh my gosh.
What's up, Flank?
Yo! Hello? Dude, is that Ramsey? There's no way you're actually...
Oh my gosh, he's already on the hook.
Yeah.
Bro. Hey, buddy. Don't drop now.
Jeez.
Yo, I can promise you were not this good yesterday.
Listen, man, I've been on my grind. You find a different flank now, buddy. Initiate the fight, then run. You can't do that. Oh shit, he's getting stuck. Oh shit, he's in the cave. Get over here, buddy.
No! I had fallen into my own trap. The same mistake I've made time and time again. I honestly couldn't tell you why. Maybe I thought I could make the jump. Maybe I thought I could clutch out of my funnels. Or maybe, just maybe, it was all part of my plan. I had secretly generated a ghost block while Flank wasn't near to save me from my own trap. Yes! It actually worked!
Please, please, please.
It wasn't Ramsey! It was me!
Please! No! What? She no, bro! No!
Yes! Yes! Please! Please! Yes! Yes! Oh my gosh! Let's go! I'm shaking. Finally!
You did not just do that. Yeah, dude, it was all a blur, bro. I just looked down and next thing I know, I'm in a trap. Oh my god.
Well, I guess this is the end, Flank.
Does this bury the hatchet, man? I don't know.
I think from now on, I think we're on good terms now. I think the beef has ended. And that's where my story with Flank comes to an end. If you guys want to watch his POV of all this, it's right here on screen.